What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another seasonal championship, this time all-star style, which is the street scene one. And we can win a 4GT, a 2017 one. I seem to have a few duplicate cars. The other car that is available for this championship is the Diablo SV. I have it on a different performance class because of my tune, so it doesn't show up. I want to use the Supra in this one. The M2 is pretty cool, but I want to use the Supra. Just because that kind of fits the whole street scene thing, in my opinion. So yeah, I kind of want to use that. I would have loved using the Diablo, but I don't know. It doesn't fit the whole street scene thing, in my opinion. So for the street championship, if it was part of a road championship, then be my guest. I would have picked that straight away, but I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. Could use all three cars, right? But I would have changed the tune and all. Tune for this car, as always, in the description. Well, the AI Diablo didn't like us. So this one is pretty standard. We are trying to use the corners to just dart in and use our smooth handling and our light and nimble car to just gain an advantage, especially in a city like this. It certainly can help us gain an advantage. And that was a pretty smooth ride to first. Whoops. Ruined the environment a little bit. Now we leave the town, but we are pretty comfortable in the first, so... And it's not like the road is opening up a lot. It's still pretty tight and twisty, so... Perfectly suited for what we drive. Go. We're cutting the checkpoints pretty tightly, but you obviously don't have to do it just as risky. You can go flat out through these corners, and that's also a thing if you are not in first yet, where you can catch the AI in these fast corners. As always, the AI not particularly great through them. They often brake while they don't really need to, so you can full throttle past them and floor it. So certainly a few points here where you can make up ground and overtake them. Especially a corner like this one where you can just hold it through. Or you maybe just tap the brake a little bit or let off the gas a little bit. And just hold it through. Now, top end power of this tune is not amazing, so don't expect anything too crazy up the hill here. But we don't really need that. We have very twisty circuits, so what we need is handling. And handling we got for days. It was a pretty comfortable win in race number 1. All fairly equal cars. Where's race number 2? Stewart also has a pretty good launch rating, so you should get off the line reasonably well to make sure you get in a good position early. Because one thing is for sure, the further ahead you get right at the start, the easier the race will be. Because obviously everyone you pass right then and there will not be overtaken later, and managing a lead is a lot easier in my opinion, because the AI does have issue overtaking when you defend reasonably well. Diablo is lovely. Really love it. Should have picked it. Now we can use our handling to get through these corners quicker, and that will catapult us up the ranks. Kind of blocked off the road here, which was somewhat annoying. There we go. Up into third. Now we go around the outside. And we go around the outside again. Or not. Didn't want to be pushed off the road, so I was very careful there. Now we can dart in. There we go. That didn't go as planned. Oh, a freeway. Or not. Now we go around the outside. And now we're on the inside. And he pulls back. Because we would have pushed him right off the road. Oi! He was knocking on our back door. And we denied access. So that's 63%. Yeah, and now through the somewhat twisty bit here, we have the advantage. Very stable even when braking hard out of a light turn-in. It's very much appreciated that the car doesn't freak out there or pull any shenanigans. Whoa, that was cutting it a little close there. Nearly went right into that tree. Luckily we only lost to a wing and nothing else. And there we go, that's a win in race number 2, reasonably comfortable as well. With a bit of a scary moment, admittedly, but generally speaking it went all right. So it's 40 points and 1 race to go. And another wheel spin. I'm not even sure what to say about that. I think I've made my opinion on the new wheel spins very clear before, so... Especially with how few you get anyway, but... I'm not gonna say anything. Really looking forward to next week's championships with the S1 class. It's probably going to offer us some pretty good cars, I hope. I don't expect much issue here. Expected to drive past him, but that didn't work very well. Now we have the two Lambos to get past. This one on the outside and this one on the inside, if possible. Or not. Now on the inside. Yeah, I was taking way too far of an entry into it. Way too wide. And we had the gap and we went for it. And obviously with a very controllable car you can do that because you can kind of brake into the corner and get away with it without anything under or oversteering on your behind. Well, in that case oversteering would have been the issue. I would not have expected understeer in that corner. But when you brake in like that and you shift the weight forward, I very much could have seen ourselves oversteer in a less planted car, so... But that's pretty much based on the tune that we are running, that it's that based and controllable, so we'll try to make sure to post that in the description, as always. Something was wrong with the rendering of that smoke at times. Alright, we're at 66%. So the last third of the race, we are in a very comfortable position to just manage the race, as long as we don't completely mess up or we have that win in the bag. And I believe we probably can manage that race home. This here a very good spot if you're still fighting for the lead to take it, just start in. And take a very tight line through here, the AI not very good for that corner, so braking late, darting in, taking position, very good idea in that corner. And also one of your last chances to do so, as that now finishes the race. That another very comfortable win. We are at 60 points, so the Ford GT is ours. There it is. So hope you can do this as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.